comes to mind?
BMW.
The automobile that comes to mind? The first German-made automobile that comes to mind?
Naturally a BMW.
What do you
Probably like mid-40s.
think the average age of a BMW owner is?
I'm going to say around 50, married, stable life with children. And again, it depends on the brand because, like I mentioned, the D4 and the 1 Series are targeted to a younger demographic and they say mid-30s and below. And then our upper line, like the Motorsport version, Motorsport more kind of goes for a middle age though, I think. And then like you have your 6 Series and your 7 Series that are kind of older demographic.
BMW vehicles as high performance, luxury, undesirable, expensive, family.
I think a BMW is a well-made car that's unnecessarily expensive. If you buy a lot of different periodicals, you'll notice like in print and stuff, you'll see print ads for a specific demographic. Like I get Wired magazine and it's kind of, you know, the techie type people, and you know, I just saw in my new Wired that there's a big print ad on the 1 Series. So it's obviously like trying to get that out into that younger demographic. And then you'll see, you know, BMW advertisements on like ESPN and networks that they think the younger people are watching. No.
What does German made mean to you?
Quality and detail, although at a higher expense. To me, when I think of products that are made in Germany, I do think of highly engineered products and really high in quality. And even if you go to Germany and you see people buying things, anything, any kind of product in a store, they're looking for quality and they're not going to pay money for something that doesn't have. There definitely is, and we have a lot of Germans here. I mean, so, you know, in my department, I'm trying to say, probably a third of the people in my department are German. And so, I mean, you do have a large influence of German processes, German meeting styles, and it's still different though. It's a really mixed culture here because we've been here for, oh gosh, 15 years. You know, so we have really infused our culture into the German work culture. But and I've only been here 7 years, and from what I understand, it really has come a long way into being more like an American manufacturing facility than a German. But our organizational structure is very, I wouldn't say German, but I mean, I think it is influenced highly from how it is over there in the plant. They can be very formal, like in a meeting environment, you wouldn't just kind of shoot the breeze and, you know, they can be very formal just depending on what type of meeting it is. And here we're a little less formal. And so you have to take into account whether these people are used to, you know, the person you're working with, have they just come from Germany, and are they going to be a little taken aback if you're less formal? sure that I get this done before I move on to anything else. I mean, just my personal observations, and I've only been to one other plant in Germany. I've been to our Regensburg plant. I just noticed there weren't any women online working. We have a lot of women on our assembly line that assemble the cars. I didn't see any when I was in Regensburg. It's all men.
Wow.
Interesting to me.